CAT 2025 Slot 1 Quant. In this class, we're going to cover the arithmetic questions from slot 1 of CAT 2025. So let's see. The first question, this is not arithmetic. Second, no. This is an arithmetic question. It says, at a certain rate of interest, a given sum amounts to rupees 13,920 in 3 years and 18,916 6 years in 6 months, and this is on SI, simple rate of interest. If the same given sum had been invested for 2 years at the same rate as before but with interest compounded every 6 months, then the total interest earned in rupees would have been what? Nearest to what? So as in LRDI we try to jot down every information same time, but in Quant we don't do that. In Quant we read the question first, highlight the main points, and then we start doing it. So the first thing which I have to understand, that what exactly I have to calculate. I have to calculate the compound interest, and that should be also on the 6 monthly basis, and that to be for 2 years. But principal, that we do not have, and interest rate, that also we do not have, that we need to find out. So one thing which I am aware about, simple interest gets calculated every year equal amounts, because the principal remains the same which we had initially. So if I have to find out the interest for 3 years and 6 months from these two amounts, I can easily find that out. So what exactly I have to do? First of all, I have to subtract 18,000 out of 18,960. I have to subtract 13,920. If I subtract it, I get 0 minus 0, 0, 6 minus 2, 4, 0, that is 5,040 rupees. That is the interest for 3.5 years. So that I can write 7 by 2. So 2 gets multiplied here. So that's for 3.5 years, right? So 1 year I can calculate from here. That is 7 into 7. 49, 7 into 2, 14, 720 into 2, that is 1440. That is the simple interest per year which we have. I believe this is quite clear to understand. Now when we know for 3 years they have earned an interest at simple interest, so multiplied by 3, we get 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 4, 12, 2, 1 remainder, 13, 3, 1 remainder, 4, 3, 2, 0. Now if I subtract this amount from 13,920, I'll get my principal. So my principal will be 13,920 minus 4,320, which will be 0 minus 0, 0, 2 minus 2, 0, 9 minus 3, 6, 13 minus 4, 9,600. So my principal comes out to be 9,600. Now if I try to find rate of interest, now I know this 1,440 rupees. That is the simple interest for 1 year. Divide by principal 9,600 multiplied by 100. I get my rate of interest 96, that is 48 into 2, 48 into 3. So this is 48 into 2, 48 into 3 is 0. So that gets 215. That means the rate of interest I get 15%. Time is already given to me, that is 2 years in the question itself. And now the formula for compound amount which we can use, that is principal into 1 plus rate by 200, because in this case the interest is being compounded every 6 months. So P into 1 plus R by 200 instead of 100, and raised to power 2t, that is 2 into 2, 4. That's what exactly we have to do. Now if we calculate that, if we put the values down here, so principal is 9600 multiplied by 1 plus rate of interest 15 by 200 raised to power 4, 5 into 3. In the CAT you have the calculator also, you guys use the calculator from there also, that's not a big problem. So it is 9600 multiplied by 43 by 40, 43 by 40 raised to power 4, This is the calculation which you have to do and you'll get the answer. Now let's do the calculations on the calculator. So 43 by 40 raised to power 4 multiplied by 9600, it comes out to be 12821. So if this is the compound interest amount minus if I do interest, that is 9600, I'll get the answer as 3221. That is the answer to my question. I believe that is quite simple, quite easy. Let's go to the second question now of the quant arithmetic. Fourth is not arithmetic. This is also not rhombus. Now this question number 7, this is again an arithmetic question. Now what does this question says? Again, we'll read the question first. A container holds 200 liters of solution, acid and water, having 30% acid by volume. So total 200 liters solution, 30% acid means 70% water. Atul replaces 20% of this solution with water, then replaces 10% of resulting solution with acid. So first of all, replacement is being done with water, then with acid, and finally replaces 15% of the solution thus obtained with water. The percentage of acid by volume in the final solution contained after these three replacements. So we have to find out percentage of acid. So let's find out. If we talk about the percentage of acid in the beginning, how much it was in the beginning. So it was 200 liter. We have to find out the percentage only. So let's say in the beginning it was 30 out of 200 out of 100. Then we replaces 20% of the solution with water. That means the remaining was 80 by 100. So that was the remaining percentage, which comes out to be 24, because that was taken out, the water was added. The total amount is still the same, 200 liter. And now it was replaced with 10% of acid. So first of all, you will take 10% out from it. So after first replacement, we had 24% of acid. From this, first of all, we removed the 10%, that is minus 2.4 we removed. Now that is from the acid. But what exactly was added? The addition was of 10% of total solution. So plus 10. So that becomes 34 minus 2.4, 31.6 percentage after second. In the third, again the water was replaced, so we just have to subtract 15%. That means this is 85 by 100 we have to write. Now if we calculate this, so 5 into 17, 5 into 2, 2158, 17 into 8, that comes out to be 136, 13 remainder 98. Again the calculator we may use. Otherwise this is 98, 9, 26.86. Without calculator also I can do it. You guys can use the calculator. So I get 26.86 percentage, and now that is nearest to 27%. So again, what exactly we did, we just took the acid replacements, we concentrated on that, and when there was a water replacement we just subtracted that percentage, and when there was an acid replacement we added, after subtracting we added the overall percentage also. So that is how the simply you could do it. The next question, let's see it. Eighth is not. Ninth, that is again of arithmetic. A shopkeeper offers a discount of 22% the market price of each share and gives 13 share of a customer for the discounted price of 12 shares to earn profit of 26%. Cost price of each share is 100. Okay, so one thing is we are clear, the cost price is given to us, that is 100 rupees, and the another thing is also clear that the selling price, because they had made a profit of 26%, so 26% of 100, that's 26 rupees, so total comes out to be selling price is 126 rupees for one chair. But how many chairs did he sold, he said he sold 13 chairs, so the total amount he earned, that is 13 into 6, that is 78, 26 and 7 33, and 3, that is 1638 amount, that exactly what was earned. And we have to find out the market price. So let's see the market price. Let's say the market price is X. He's giving a discount of 22%, that means it is being sold at 0.78x, that is for each one chair. But he has sold 13 chairs at a discounted price of 12 chairs, that means in total he received 12 into 0.78x amount. Now this is equal to 12 into 8 96, 9 remainder, 84 and 9 93, so this is 9.36x. So this is the amount he is receiving, and this is the actual amount which we calculated with the help of profit percentage. So both of them has to be equal. So 9.36x, that should be equal to 1638. When we find out x, we just have to divide 1638 by 9.36. Now if we do it on the calculator, again we have cat a calculator here, so why to worry about all this big calculations. So this comes out to be exactly 175. So that is the answer I have. So that is the answer here. So the arithmetic was quite easy in slot 1, I'll say. Let's go to the next one, not wasting much of your time. After the 9, this is again question number 11. This is again arithmetic. More than 10 boys, certain number of girls. After 40% of girls left, 60% of the boys left. So let's start marking up the information in question number 11. In a class there are more than 10 boys and certain number of girls, so we know the total number of boys are more than 10. After 40% of the girls and 60% of the boys left the class, the remaining number of girls was 8 more than the remaining number of boys. So let's say the number of boys was B and number of girls was G initially. So they were B boys and they were G girls. 40% of the girls left, that means 0.6 of the G are remaining, and 60% of the boys left, that means 0.8 0.4 B, that is remaining, and the remaining number of the girls was 8 more, so that this minus this is equal to 8, or I can say 6G minus 4B, that is equal to 80. We just multiplied the complete equation with 10. So this is the first equation which we get. Now then the minimum possible number of students initially in the class was a very easy question, I believe. Now just we have to see that we need to know the boys are more than 10, and we know that girls and boys always has to be an integer. So or even the natural number I should say, then the minimum possible number of students initially. So we know boys are more than 10, so we can keep the value of boys. We can start putting that, but that means 6G is equal to 80 plus 4B. So what value of B satisfied uh, this complete equation? The G6G should be a multiple of 6. So if I B put then is more than 10, so I'll not put 11, 12, 13, etc. I'll straight away go with the multiples, because I know that B and G, they should be both are having numbers. B is more than 10. So if I put it 11, no, I'll not put it 11, because 11 into 4, 44, because I need to find out the 40% of the girls and 60% of the boys also left. So that also be multiple of this. Boys is more than 10 that they said. So they should be greater than 10, because the 40% of the girls, when I say, that means it's 2 by 5, so girls G has to be a multiple of 5, and when say 60% of boys, that means 3 by 5 of boys, so B also has to be a multiple of 5. So I'll not take it B as 11, 12, 13, I'll straight away take it as 15 first of all. So if I take B as 15, 15 into 4, 60, 60 plus 80 total becomes 140, but that is not a multiple of 6, so we can't get a natural number for G. So let's try with 20. If I take B as 20, 20 into 4, 80, 80, 80, 160. Again 160 is not a multiple of 6. If we take as a 25, 25 into 4 is 100, 100 and 180. That makes sense. Now that makes exactly sense. So if we have B as 25, total becomes 180, G has to be 30, 30 into 6, 180. So total number of B plus G that we have to find out. So B plus G will be 30 plus 25, 55. Now that should be the answer. So that is here. Again, it was doable. The arithmetic in the slot 1 I believe was quite easy to do. Look at the next one now. This is the next puzzle we have, number 14, where it is on time and work. Arun, Varun and Tarun, they are working alone. So Arun, Varun and Tarun, they are working alone, can complete a task in 24, 21 and 15 days respectively. They charge 2160, 2400, 2160 per day respectively. Even they are employed on a partial day also. On any given day, any of the workers may or may not be employed to work. The task needs to be completed in 10 days or less than the minimum possible amount. So minimum possible amount, if I need to put the value, I need to put these two values for the maximum time, right? And I need to see they have to be done in the lesser time, that is 10 days or less. That means I'll take the most efficient person out of these two, the 24 days and 15 days. So Tarun is more efficient. So let's say first of all, let's find out, try to do it with the help of unit method. Now Arun takes 24 days, Varun takes 21 days and Tarun takes 15 days. So as in the units method, take an LCM of all of them. So LCM comes out to be, this is on the table of 3, 8, 7, 5, 8, 5, 40, 43, 120, 120 to 7. We got 840 units. So that means the total units they have 840 units, and Arun out of 840 can do 24 into 3, 72, 120, 35 units per day. Varun could do 40 units per day, and Tarun could do 15 into 5, 56 units per day. So I need to put all the 10 days for Tarun, because he is the least expensive for me. So he will complete 560 units and he will take 21,600 rupees only. Now the remaining units we have, that is 280 units are left. If I subtract out of 840, 560, I get 14 minus 6, 8, 7 minus 5, 280 units are left. Now for 280 units, either A gonna work for 8 days or V gonna work for 7 days. So if I make him work for 8 days, I get 35 into 8. So he's gonna get 2160 into 8, 800, 8 into 6, 48, 8 into 1, 8, and 4, 12, 2, 1 remainder, that is 17280. And if he takes 7 into 0, 0, 7 into 0, 0, 7 into 4, 28, 2 remainder, 16800. That means this gonna be the cheaper one because you're gonna work a day less than Arun. So I'll take this value. So if I add both of them, I'll get the answer as 16 and 21, 37, 38, 400. So this is the answer I get. Okay, so we are already done with puzzle till puzzle number 14. So let's go for this is the way you should do it in the cat immediately. As soon as you get a question, go back, go try to solve it, and then again go for the next one. This is on a number of different ways, so this is not arithmetic permutation combination. 16th, 17th. Okay, this is time and distance, so let's try this also. Now here they say Q.3 travels a distance of 224 kilometers, 4 parts, total travel time of 3 hours, speed of these 4 parts for an arithmetic progression. Okay, it's an arithmetic progression. चलो फिर भी let's do it. APGP है. है तो time, speed and distance ही ना. The corresponding time taken to cover these 4 parts. So time taken is also following an arithmetic progression. If you travels at the speed of 960 meter per minute of 30 minutes to cover the first part, very good information this is for us. Then the distance in meters she travels in fourth part. So there are 4 parts. The total distance we have 224 kilometers. So 1 part, 2 part, 3 and 4. Now the first part they are going at 960 meters for 30 minutes. And the total we have 224 kilometer. So let's make it into meters. 2,24,000 meters. 3-hour journey. So first part 30 minutes she only moved. Total time is 3 hours, that means 180 minutes. So that is going to be arithmetic progression, right? Let's write it down here. So this is the A term. In arithmetic progression, we know the sum of n terms, that is equal to n by 2 into twice of A plus n minus 1 into D. We can skip this question. I believe this is not arithmetic, right? But as we just started it, so let's finish it. Maybe we may cover it in the modern mathematics topic once again. We could do it, but you could take it anyway. Like it's if you got it to start at the early because you know arithmetic progression, it's gonna be easy. Otherwise, it's gonna be tougher one for you. So n by 2, that is n is there are 4 parts, so 4 by 2 is 2, twice of A, that is 2 into 30, 60, plus n minus 1, 3 into D. The total time we have, that is 180, 290. That means 3D is equal to 30 and D is equal to 10. That means this is 30 minutes, this is 40 minutes, this is 50 minutes, and this is 60 minutes. The first thing is clear. The time is an arithmetic progression. Now that we got. And now then they said the speeds is also arithmetic progression. So the speed in the first part, now we don't know the speed part. So what exactly we have to do? Now we know the speed, let's say this should be plus x, this should be then speed plus 2x, and this should be plus 3x. Now this I'm going to rub because we got the value of D at the first place. Now if the speeds are also an arithmetic progression, so this is A, so that means their distance should be total 2,24,000. So I can take the first 960 into 3, that's the first part, speed into time distance. Second part we can have 960 plus x is the speed, and the time taken is 40, plus the next speed is 960 plus 2x, and the time taken is 50, plus the 960 plus 3x is the fourth speed, and the time taken is 60. This should be equal to 2,24,000 because that is the total distance they have to cover. Now if I try to take let's cut this zeros first. Let's cancel this out, 1 0 from everywhere. So this 0 would get cancelled. Then we can take 960 also common if we would like to. So let's write it 960 common here. We get 3 into 4 plus 5 plus 6, and let's take the x's also now, the 4x plus 5 into 2 10x plus 18x. So total comes out to be 2832x. That is 3 4 7 5 12 6 18 into 960. So that is 22400 minus 960 into 18, which is 1800. 18 into 6 108, 10 remainder 162 172. So let's subtract 17280 from here. We get 0 minus 0 0, 10 minus 8 2, 13 3 minus 2 1, 12 minus 2 7, and then 2 minus 1, that is 5120. And if we do 5120 divide by 32 now, so x comes out to be 5120 by 32. 16 into 2, 16 into 3, 48, 32, 32. That means x is equal to 160. So what did they ask? That the distance in meters she travels to the fourth part. So in the fourth part she has 960 plus 3x, 960 plus 3x, that means 960 plus 480, that is 1440 into 60, that comes out to be 20. 6 into 4 24, 2 remainder 26, 2 remainder 86400. So that should be the answer. So that is the answer here. Look at the next one, ratio of number of schools. This is also a question of ratio and proportion. So ratios are coming into it. Let's try this also. This is also arithmetic. The ratio of number of students in the morning shift and afternoon shift 13 is to 9. So that is the ratio of morning is to afternoon. After 21 students are removed from the morning shift to afternoon, the ratio becomes 19 is to 14. Next, some new students join the morning and afternoon the ratio 3 is to 8, and then the ratio becomes this and this. So it's all about ratios. No numbers are given to us. So let's say in beginning the number of people, we have 13x and 9x. So let's say in beginning the morning shift and the afternoon shift, this is 13x, this is 9x. And then after 21 moved from morning to afternoon, the ratio become 19 is to 14. So this ratio should be equal to 19 is to 14. So let's find this out. First of all, let's find out x. 13x minus 21 divide by 9x plus 21, that is equal to 19 by 14. Do a cross multiply. 13 into 14, sorry, that's right, that is 19 is to 14. So if we just do the calculations, we get 182x minus 14 into 1 4, 14 into 1 28 and 129, that is 19 into 9 171x plus 19 into 21 19 380 399. So we got 182 minus 171, that is 11x. If you add all of them, that's 400. 4 to 693. The value of x comes out to be 63. So the value of x comes out to be 63. Now then they say next some new student join the morning and afternoon, the ratio 3 is to 8. Now the ratio become 5 is to 4. Now let's see how many these people are. First of all, so 13 into 63 minus 21, so this number we get 13 into 3 39, 13 into 3 39, 3 remainder 78 and 3, 78 and 3, that is 81 minus 21 divide by 9x plus 21, that is 9 into 3 9 into 3 27, 2 remainder 54, and 2 567 plus 21. And now in this number 3 and 8 are being added, so this is, let's say, 3y, and here we add 8y. Now this number become 5 by 4. Now we just have to solve it, that's it, and we'll get the value after that. The number of new students who joined, that is 5 and 4 9y, that should be my answer. So first of all, let's find this out. So this becomes 798 plus 3y divide by 588 plus 8y, that is equal to 5 by 4. This 4 can be cancelled out. 2 4 into 1 18 4 147. Now do a cross multiplication. Let's rub this, because this has been already taken care, has been solved. So this is 798 plus 3y, that is equal to 147 into 5 is 735 plus 10y, that means 7y is equal to 63. The value of y is 9. So value of y is 9. The number of people joined 3 plus 8 11y, that we put here. So 11 into 9, the answer is 99 people have joined at the end. So that is the answer here. Again, a straightforward one. There was no complexity. I believe I am not able to find anything which is quite tough in this slot 1. 19th, okay, 20th was, okay, this was again on bonds. Let's see. This is again a kind of percentage based question. Yes, percentage based question. Let's see what exactly it says. Kamala divided her investment of 1 lakh between stocks, bonds and gold. Investment of bond was 25% of the investment in gold, with annual return 10, 6 and 8 respectively. Stock, bond, gold. She gained a total amount of 8200. A very simple question, I think. Amount in rupees that she gained. Let's say out of 10,000, investment in gold has been given. So stock, bond and gold. Let's say on gold she invested X. Bond was 25% of in the X, so let's take it 5x. We'll make it easy. So on the gold, let's say she invested 5x, and bonds were then 4x. Sorry, no, 25%, not more, only 25%. So let's take it 4x, and this is X. Now this is 25% of the gold, and the next we say the remaining gonna be 1 lakh minus 5x. ये फ़ोन अटेंड करना मैम का फ़ोन है, अब मैं उस पे हूँ, क्लास में हूँ. So it's 1 lakh minus 5x. Now they said with annual return of 10%, 6%, 8%. So annual return on this gonna be 10% of 1 lakh gonna be 10,000 minus 0.5x. 6% on bonds, that is 0.06x, and 8% on gold, that is, क्या कह रहे थे, ठीक है, that is 4 into 8, 0.32x. Now this total amount is 8200. That's it. This was the simple question we had. So it's gonna be 10,000. This is minus 0.5x plus 0.06 plus 0.32, that is 0.38. That means minus 0.12 is remaining, that is equal to 8200. Now this gonna be 0.12x, that is equal to 1800. Let's remove this dot. So this will go towards the right hand side. Multiply 12 into 112, 6050. That means x is equal to 15,000. and they say she gained from the bones. From the bone she got 0.06x. So that is 6 upon 100 multiplied by 15,000. Two zeros cancelled out. 15 into 6, 90, 900. So this should be the answer. So this part was also done, and I can see the time right now in the recording was only 35 minutes, and we are already, I believe, on the last it was solved. Okay, there's one more. Let's try to solve it before 40. So it is while we are explaining to you and we are doing the question, it's still taking 40 minutes in recording. That means if one is sitting in the exam in 25 minutes approximately, one could easily achieve these 9 questions. So I believe if somebody is really good at arithmetic, they can easily get a good score in quant. Arithmetic is the backbone for anybody who want to excel in the quant, I believe. So let's go to the last question, try to finish it before 40. So it says stocks ABC can priced up in 120, 90 and 50 rupees per share. So that is the amount they priced at. A trader holds a portfolio 10 share of stock A, 20 of B and C put together. Total value of a portfolio 30. Oh my god. Oh, let's do that also quickly. So 120 rupees 10 shares, that means 1200 rupees are this. And 90 and 150, there are 20 stocks of each. So let's say X stocks of 90 rupees, and the rest 20 minus X stock of 150 rupees. And the total value of portfolio is rupees 3300. That is it. This was the simple question. So this is what we calculate. So 1200 will go at that side. I'll get 90x plus 20 into 15, that is 15 to 30, 0 0 minus 150x, that is say 2100. So you got minus 60x, that is equal to minus 900. Minus to minus cancel, 0 to 0 cancel, 6 is 1 5. That is the answer. Oh my goodness. So this was the end of the slot 1 of quant arithmetic. We will be coming up with the quant videos of the other slots also, and then we will be covering the algebra, modern mathematics, geometry at the same pace. I hope you guys have understood, and one thing is very important to understand. Please make sure the arithmetic, again I'm saying, make sure you guys do good in arithmetic in the CAT preparation, because that is something gonna save a lot of time, and also it's gonna save it's gonna give you a lot of marks in your CAT. Say somebody has done really good in this 9 question, they easily achieved 9 into 3, 27 marks, and that I believe not in 27 minutes even, if somebody is really good at that. So please brush up your quant as much as possible, and especially the arithmetic part. I believe that is the backbone here. So thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe us, like, comment. Any doubts you get in any of these questions also, any other doubt you have, please write that in the comment section so we can help you out. And do subscribe, like us and comment so we can keep coming up with more videos for you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.